Jesus. Open that for him. Oh, it's over there. What? Oh, shalom, brothers and sisters. Welcome to another class with the Israelite School of Biblical History and Practical Knowledge. We're going to go ahead and do how we always do, get busy and get this class rolling. We're going to start out giving out the little information. Hanukkah's coming up, right? Hanukkah is coming up, so we got to look out for that. Hanukkah, what day we got for Hanukkah over here?
So Feast of Lights in December 19th.
So the Feast of Lights is December 19th to the 26th. All right. So that's where we're going to get together on the 19th to the 26th. And once again, how we do our feasts celebrating these, we usually have a house that hosts, remember we're new out here, so things are getting built, but that's what we're going to be doing out here. How many households that want to host, we're going to be doing that out here in Virginia, and that's how they do it out there in H-Town. All right, so seven days feasting, commemorating the High Holy Days, and rededication to the temple. So look out for that. That's one of the most important things we got to remember. Hanukkah, Feast of Lights is coming up December 19th to the 26th. Okay? So if you're local, you can come join us. We are going to be commemorating the High Holy Days. Remember, just like you did Christmas. Give me that 10 times more real quick. While he's getting me that scripture, remember, we're local here in Norfolk, Virginia. We've been here, once again, only 4 months, trying to get things popping out here. We have met some good brothers and sisters, new coming to class. Got the brother Johnny Consistent coming to class. And we're just trying to do it. We're trying to do it. So if y'all want to get down, get busy, this is what we're doing. We ain't been out here long. We're just trying to do the work of the Most High, do our part in spreading this word. And I say our part because I'm sure there's a lot of great brothers and sisters throughout America doing the will of the Most High. And that's all we're doing, man. We're just trying to put in our brick. All right. We're at 2610 Granby. H-Town, Houston is at 8425 South Braeswood. Mashaba's trying to get something like we're doing going in Albuquerque. All right. San Antonio, they're constantly working, building, fighting. They got their school. That school's been out there longer than any of us. That's one of the original West Coast camps before when all the schools were still just under the original ISUPK. So San Antonio's been out there a long time, man. I'm going to say over 25 years now. So we do have classes out there, 4219 Centergate Street, San Antonio, Texas, 78217. All right. Let's see here. All right. Check us out check out Mashaba, the mighty Mashaba on blogtalkradio.com/MASHAHBA. All right. He has that going Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9:30 a.m. I think Bonabad is helping him out with that. Y'all know about Israel Ware. Check us out on Facebook. Most of y'all already know this, but we do got a lot of new people tuning in. So we're just letting them know what we do. All right. You can contact me at 281-707-2737. Hashtag no drama. Hashtag no debate. You got to say that because don't hit me up. Don't hit me up. I'm getting too old. I'm going to say it again. I might look young, but I'm not. I'm getting too old for any drama. You call me, it's about wanting to learn. Same thing with Priest Quatazop, 303-557-8979. There's a lot of Hebrew Israelites that would love to argue with you. It's not us. All right? Donations. If you want to give out any donations, any alms, any offerings, I'm going to say it again. Our school, brothers don't get millions, but I'm going to tell you like this. This school wouldn't be up and running if the brothers didn't give the little that they do. So we appreciate y'all always for the books, the Bibles, the pens, the apocryphers, whatever you did. I don't care if it was $20. If you send us 3 Bibles, it really helps because that cuts back for us not having to pay for that. So those things help out. The water. Read that again for the feast.
Baruch 4:28.
Go ahead.
For as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High,
Yeah.
so being returned, seek Him 10 times more.
And we gotta remind brothers what you did for the holidays or those false customs. Look, going over the word hala or hallowed, it means holy. So I ain't gonna even call them holidays. They are false customs that America has pushed it down your mouth for you to follow over the centuries. So you did it. Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Easter. You got to do it how many times more for the Most High?
10 times more.
Right. So remember that. 10 times more for the Most High. So wherever you're at, put in that same zeal for the Most High in Yahweh Shai. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go into tonight's topic. If y'all got any questions, hold them for Friday. All right, we're going to talk. Tonight we're going to go over, the title of the class is Age of Consent. Age of Consent. Now, this is not what you think it is. That's all right. This is not what you think it is. This is gonna show us about the young teenagers that's coming up in the truth. If you got kids, if you got boys, 13, 14, right, of age that's coming up in the knowledge that you supposed to be grabbing their hands and bringing them up with you, this is to you. All right. And this was actually by special request because you got more than one. It happened this week. You got 2 families that hit me up like, yeah, this is what's going on with my kids. And I should, you know what? I didn't even tell y'all that, but 2 families separate hit us up with dealing with the kids, teenagers. Kids being brought to class. Kids going to school and being influenced by the world. And I had to tell one of the brothers. I had to tell him, listen, we've been through it. We've been through it, and I'm not ashamed to say it because they're kids, man. They're kids. These kids are going to battle just like you. You got to think about it, man. There's Israelites, grown men, grown women that battle with these problems. Consistency, diligence, faith, dedication. Grown brothers and sisters. So you got to think about it. Your kids are going to have some of the same problems. They're going to deal with some of the same issues. And you're going to have to teach them. You're going to have to show them. Go to Proverbs real quick. Before we go into this topic, just to the parents real quick. Go to Proverbs 22 verse 15.
Proverbs chapter 22, verse 15.
Right?
Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child.
Read it again.
Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child.
Yeah, foolishness is bound in the heart of a child. Now, we're talking about the age of a child. You're talking about from birth to from birth to 12. That's a child, right? Okay. Then you got 12. You got a teen. You got a teenager. Now, knowing how the kids are these days, how they grew up or how they're growing up, social media, nothing but damn cartoons and TV. You know what I mean? What do you think is going to be in the heart of these children? Foolishness. I mean, listen, bro, you got grown-ass men watching cartoons still. They call it what?
Anime.
They call it anime. They grown-ass niggas watching. Bruh, I'm 40. I can't sit down and watch no anime. I can't waste my time with anime and flooding my brain with that. You think about it, even the series that we watch, those are a waste of time. And you do that just to kind of clear your head. You know what I mean? But you ain't sitting there really, come on, into the Netflix. You just do it just to clear your head. But you got to be filling your mind with wisdom. Now, that's a grown-up. That's a grown-up. That's how they're dealing. You have 30 years old still watching anime and still doing things that is not productive to the mind. What do you think is going to go on with a kid, a child? Read it again.
Proverbs chapter 22, verse 15.
Yeah.
Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child.
Yeah, foolishness is bound in the heart of a child. I didn't say this. Get the link out, y'all. Get the link out. There's a few people I got to get the link out to. Excuse me. 1 second.
Your head.
Let me send this out to them.
Sitting there really. Come on.
Let me send it out real quick. Give me a second before I forget, because I'll go. I'll keep going. Go get that out. So foolishness is in the heart of a child. Get that real quick. 22.
Sure.
Give me 1 second here. A few brothers and sisters out here, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This city is it's unbelievable, man. We only been here 4 months, man, and you get a lot of you got a lot of good spirits out here. You got a lot of brothers and sisters, and we know the scriptures say prove a friend, but I'm gonna say this: it's still for 4 months, bro. We've been out in Houston for we've been out in Houston since basically over 15 years. And we've been out here 4 months, and we got better. What's the word?
Caliber of men.
I didn't want to put them. Bro, I didn't say that. Shalom, Shalom. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, because we don't know that yet.
Right.
We don't know that yet. What I'm saying is that we got a better. It's open. So let me just finish these out real quick. Send this out, and we're gonna get into this topic. So read that one more time.
Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 15.
Foolishness
is bound in the heart of a child.
Yeah, you got to know that. When you deal with from birth, like my son, he's 3. He's a kid. He's a child. But at 12, right? Even 11, if your kid is conscious, you can look at them. You can see, are they still playing with G.I. Joes? You know, their mind they might haven't reached that maturity level yet. Right? So when you deal with puberty, right? Where did that word come from? Puberty. Anybody know? Nah? Puberty? Y'all don't know? Anybody? Look it up. Look up puberty. So puberty comes from when your body matures, right? Like my son, you know, Mawala's what, 10? His body, he start having to wear deodorant. It's like, dude, you smell like a damn Arab. But he's only 10. Now some kids get puberty at different ages. You know, the young girls, their puberty, you know, that menstrual cycle, right? So, you know, and I'm not saying because their body is changed that they consciously have made it there yet. So we got to pay attention to that too, that you got to know the state of your flock. Now, I'm using that word for a reason. Why? Because you got to be taught on understanding that your household is your first flock. Your household is your first flock. That's why it says, if a man can't take care of his own house, how can he take care of the house of the Lord? So your children, they're your flock. Your wife is your flock. And how you deal with them, raise them, teach them, that's how you're going to do with the house of the Lord. So if you're patient with your kids, your wife, your family, your children, you're going to be patient with the house of the Lord. If you can't control yourself with your family, how are you going to treat the house of the Lord? Just think about it. How are you going to treat a stranger if you can't do it with your family? You see that? So that's why the Most High wants us to make sure our mind is elevated in understanding our job. This is not just one aspect or perspective. This is about everything we're doing as a nation. This ain't like back in the ancient days, oh, it was the Levites that was priests. He already said it. You're a nation of kings and priests.
God.
So all of us are. You can't just be like, oh, that's the priest. They do that. No, you a priest. You a priest. You a priest. You a priest. You a prophetess. You a prophetess. Right?
God.
It ain't no, well, yeah, the brothers do that. Nah. We all supposed to be doing that. Y'all got that?
God.
So, read it one more time.
Proverbs chapter 22, verse 15.
Yeah.
Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child,
Right.
but the rod of correction shall drive it far from him.
Right. Now, we're going to talk about this rod of correction in the future, because let's first talk about what the parents need to do. If they need to be whooped, you know what I mean? The Bible teaches us to discipline them. Not child abuse. Not do like my mama used to do. She threw a toy across the room, split my head open. Not that. You know what I mean? But dad used to get the electric cord. That'll change a nigga's life. The electric cord? Mm-hmm. Bro, I heard about the switch. I never got the switch.
Oh yeah, the switch where it's all whippy. They plant
you might as well just call it a cat of nine tails.
Yeah.
Nah, I think the cat of nine tails, it hooks into you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it hooks into
That's the only difference.
That's the only difference. Nah, but, you know, we're not going to talk about that perspective tonight, really. I mean, it might come up, but disciplining them, I guess it's already coming up. Disciplining them, they need that discipline. So, you know, like I told my kids before I left, okay, we're having too many conversations with you tonight. So, and I've been yearning to put the beat down on y'all. So, get it right, obey your mother, or else I'm going to have to revisit this conversation with y'all with a whooping. You know, and they need that. And mind you, my kids ain't got beat in like at least 10. Well, my son, he gets it. He's the boy. He be trying to buck up against the women. You know what I mean? He got smelly armpits now. Now he thinks he's a grown man. Yeah, he thinks he's a man now, so he been getting it. You know what I mean? But the girls, they ain't got beat in at least 7-8 years. I had the conversation. You know, they know how to front. They know how to front a little bit. Talk to you, listen. You know what I mean? But even them, when they start doing the faces, you got to know, okay, that's enough is enough. So the children will need that. You know, and that's under your discretion. You got to know your flock. You got to know what's good. So go from there, though. Let's get into this topic real quick. That was just something I was mentioning to the parents, but this is to all Israel, but this is more so for these teenagers, for these 12, 13-year-olds that don't understand that consequences. So go to Isaiah 11:3. The Most High is not like us. As you see, as we go over these scriptures, the Most High is not like us. Dang, and I didn't even start that Facebook. Do me a favor, start that out. The Most High is not like us. The Most High is, he doesn't look at the age. He don't look at your age. Most High does not look at your age. We're going to find out. He looks at your spirit. So the warning is, watch how you nurture your spirit. Watch how you let the world nurture your spirit. And that's what we're telling these Israelite kids. The world doesn't care. They don't care about you. America don't care. Your little thug friends don't care. America, these people are about chewing you up and spitting you out. And then when you're down and out, you don't got no real friends. I mean, listen, even your rappers rap about it. They rap about it. I ain't got no real friends. This is fake love, right? They rap about this all the time. Yeah, they turn on you like this. But why? Because that's how the world is. So you better understand what real love is. Real love is your dad, your mom putting that beat down on them and disciplining them. And that's what America don't want you to do no more, right? Oh, you can divorce your parents. I'm like, please be less food in the house. We have to buy less food. Don't gotta be, I mean, I would, bruh. If my kid said that to me, I'd laugh. I'd be like, yeah, whoo, shalom. I'd be like, yep, you got to live it on your own. You're right. Go get a job. I'll see you when I see you. Oh, but could I get help? No. You're divorcing me. Yeah. Yeah, the struggle is real. Oh, our lights are up because of you. Our food bill is up because of you. When we don't have to buy you no clothes for school, that's fine. So let them play that little Edomite mind state. Let's see how Esau helps them. Because they're not. They're not going to help them. But let's go into this. Read that Isaiah 11:3.
Isaiah chapter 11 verse 3.
Go ahead.
And shall make him of quick understanding.
Right.
In the fear of the Lord.
Right.
And he shall not judge after the sight of his eyes.
Right. And I got a lot. I'm jumping straight to the point. And this, what we're talking about in these first block of scriptures is the Most High is not looking at your outward appearance. He don't care if you're tall, short, if you're a child. He doesn't care. You're dealing with the follower of spirits. It don't care. If you know how to murder somebody at 12, guess what? You think the Most High is playing with those murdering kids? I was looking at something recently that the kid murdered his sister. They got spirits on them. They got demons. So this is what you're getting into when you start letting those spirits entertain your kids and you don't guide their mind. And for the children, this is what happens when you want somebody that don't give a damn. When you don't want nobody around you that cares, that's going to do like your friends, agree with you, nod their head, and act like they're interested, guess what's going to happen? You're going to make the wrong decisions. Because they ain't got wisdom. The Most High is looking at your spirit. He don't care about age. I just want to jump right to the point, but I'm gonna get this out. So they gotta understand that when dealing with the Creator. When you see, listen, how old was Mike Brown?
16, 17.
Yeah.
Come on,
Teenager.
he was 16, 17. The Most High didn't care, right?
Time.
The Most High's not caring because you 16, 17, 15, 14, 13. Listen. The Most High don't care if you're a baby. The Most High don't care if you're a baby. You're going to see. Go from there. Go to John 7:24. Let's get these out of the way real quick. Because a lot of people think, oh, my God, he looks at me because look at my hair, my beard, my face. Oh, I'm young. Oh, but you ain't young enough to talk back. You ain't young enough to get out of order. Right? You ain't young enough to go behind your back and murmur and curse them out. I hate see. You ain't young enough to do that. So guess what happened? The Most High knows he's dealing with a soul that's conscious now. You conscious. He sees what you're doing. John 7:24. Come on.
John chapter 7 verse 24. Judge not according to the appearance.
Right?
But judge righteous judgment.
Yeah, judge righteous judgment. And how does the Creator judge? Not according to appearance. He doesn't care about beauty. He doesn't care about physical appearance. He doesn't care about how much money you got. He don't care about how successful you are. The Most High is judging off of your spirit. And that's what he's trying to constantly teach us to do, to judge after, not by the sight of eyes, but judge by the spirit in this person. Right? Judge by their fruit and their doings. And that's what the Creator is going to do with us. He judges by the fruit of your doings, what you do. You can say you're a good brother all you want. Brother was telling me something earlier. He was like, yeah, man, this cat, he's doing such and such. He got this wrong. He said he's a good brother. I said, well, everything you just said was against him being a good brother. Or where are you getting him being a good brother from? It's not, it's about the fruit. And children have fruit. Children have fruit. They do things that let you know if they're Damien.
Huh?
Damien. They let you know. Listen, don't get it twisted. Listen, Jacob had Esau and who? Jacob, right? Oh, excuse me. Isaac had Esau and Jacob. Excuse me. Isaac had Esau and Jacob, which were what? One good and one bad. Adam had who? Don't be thinking, well, not my seed. No. You got spirits on you when you had him anyway, had her. Don't act like you was righteous. You know what I mean? And then what happened? And I'm not saying it's the father's fault or the mother's fault. What I'm saying is this. You got a lot of hang-ups too. They're born in the flesh. They're going to have hang-ups. Go to 1 Samuel 16 and 7. First.
That's one I had too. I was going to give you that.
I just gave you that.
No.
1 Samuel 16 and 7. I just showed it to you.
But I didn't look at it.
Oh, okay. 1 Samuel 16 and 7. Go ahead, read that.
1 Samuel chapter 16 verse 7.
Go ahead.
But the Lord said unto Samuel, Look not on his countenance.
Do what?
Look not on his countenance.
Yeah, don't look at his countenance. Because this is a time where they were trying to, pick a king. Right?
Done.
Look not on his countenance. See, you got to reiterate this for brothers, for sisters. Because a lot of women think, oh, I look like this. Right? You respect me because I have this. Or brothers, look at my beard. Look at my appearance. Look at my wardrobe, brother. Like, Most High's not caring about that. Samuel said, what?
Look not on his countenance.
Right. And his countenance, you're like, wow, look at the fair skin. You know what I mean? He's going to be a handsome young man. I look at all my kids, I look them in the face, I said, okay, he's beautiful, but will you be just? You know what I mean? Will you be righteous? Because after they get a certain age, it's no longer on us. You know? And then you can start seeing those spirits latch on to them if they start with those spirits of resentment. They start to resent. They start to, I was telling my son yesterday, I said, don't you want to help? Because he got butthurt. He had to clean the dishes, more dishes. He was doing the dishes and there was an extra dish. I said, don't you want to help? He said, well, if I answer that, he said, I'm going to sound like I don't want to help. I said, exactly. I said, it shouldn't matter. You're overthinking this. You should want to help. You should want to help to help the body. Everybody does their part in this house. Right? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But, you got to keep them thinking because the world, America, school system is not having them think. Right? It's not having them think. It's not sparking a spiritual, anything in their mind spiritually. Everything is about carnal, which is you need reading, you need math. Science is garbage and their history is trash. Right? Take your test, pass them. But those are the two that we know is garbage. They're going to lie to you about your history. And science, they don't know a damn thing. All right? Those are the two. But you need reading. And you need to know how to count in math. You need that. Because if you can't read your Bible. If you can't add, bruh, there's a problem. So you need those things. And I'm saying that to the kids so y'all can understand, man, that go get it. But they're not going to teach you spiritual things. School is like jail.
Yeah.
When y'all get older, you'll understand what we're saying. School is like jail. You go there and you got bullies, same thing in jail.
Done.
Right? Now you got transvestites. Same thing in jail. Right? They sexual. Come on now. At a young age, don't be fooled. They're already sexual. This is in school. It's not jail I'm talking about. So everything is geared towards to put you in this mind state of captivity, slavery, and to be influenced by the wrong influences. But the point is this. The Most High is looking at your spirit. He's looking at your spirit. He's not looking at your outward appearance. He don't care if you're 14. He don't care if you're 10. If you understand what I'm saying, right? Like Shemaiwan, he's 3. This dude, he can understand, don't do that, but he's not conscious yet. If you're conscious on what I'm saying, then the Most High knows your spirit. You see that? Huh? You're held accountable. Exactly. So read that again. 1 Samuel 16 and 7.
1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 7. But the Lord said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature.
Yeah.
Because I have refused him.
Right.
For the Lord seeth not as man seeth.
Right.
For man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart.
Yeah. And we love our kids. Don't matter how they look. We're like, oh, they're beautiful. They're beautiful. But that's what we're supposed to do. We're fathers. We're mothers. You know what I mean? But the Most High is like, yeah, but I'm looking at his soul. Right? How is the kids going to make it? How are your children going to make it? Huh? How are your kids going to make it to the kingdom? Keeping the laws, right? They going to make it by you?
Yeah, by me teaching. You gotta teach.
Yeah. But when they don't want to be taught no more, Are they going to make it by you? Nah. Then by teaching them, you can teach them all you want, and they can sit there the whole time and listen. Can't wait till I get 18. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Dad. Okay, nigga. I got you. They can sit there and listen all you want. But there's a spirit in a man. There's a spirit in us. I know this might be too real for the teenagers, but this is serious. Like, the Most High ain't playing with you. He's dealing with the spirit in that child. Y'all got to wake the hell up. If you're sentimental over your kids, you better break it off. I'm not. I look at my kids and I say, okay, Con, I hear you. You sitting here. You're doing what I want. You got that. But what I do see also in them is the reluctance and the rebellious things that they're learning from the world. And yes, I'm a father. I'm not saying I'm this stone cold cat that just gives up on them. No, but at the same time, I see things for face value. I know my daughters is growing up. And I look at if they're reluctant. I'm looking at the spirit. You over here looking at you, oh, I just hope the Lord. You better pray for him. You better pray. You better teach him. Train up a child, yes. But have you been hit with reality yet? The reality is this. When your child gets older, he's got to choose life or death. He's got to choose darkness or light. And all we can do is show them right now, you don't understand. This ain't a game. The Most High is plugging 16, 15-year-olds. They getting pulled out. They getting shot. Listen, retarded kids are getting murdered. You think he cares about somebody that really is running his mouth? They shot this kid. He had a dang, what is it, BB gun?
I think so.
A BB gun, right? You think, why didn't the Most High stop that? Oh, well, he's retarded. Remember the mom that called the one to the house?
Yeah.
And he was, and I'm using an insensitive word, excuse me. It's
Special needs.
Special needs. I'm sorry,
Politically correct.
Special, and I mean that in the right way because I'm sure there's a lot of Israelites that got special need kids, but they kill special need kids like it ain't nothing. You know what I mean? So we gotta think about this, man. I'm getting y'all mind prepared what we finna go into because did the Most High stop them from getting murdered?
I mean,
no.
when you look,
no. When you deal with this knowledge, you got to understand the Most High is not playing. He's not playing. Like, the God of the Bible ain't the God of TV. Long hair, blue eyes, Jesus that's gonna let everything go. And then the devil does everything else. The devil does do all that, but somebody is giving him the last word to go ahead and do it.
he said that in Isaiah. He said, I control the dark and the light.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When he sends out his word, it doesn't come back void. So if Satan asks permission to touch your child,
Yep.
then the Most High is like, go ahead, do that. Run that.
Yeah.
I mean, he did that with Job. You look at Job, right? His whole sons and daughter was kicking it together, right? Satan brought that house down, killed every single one of them.
We're gonna go there. So go to Galatians 3:28.
Jeremiah 17:22.
Galatians chapter 3, verse 28.
Go ahead and read that.
There is neither Jew nor Greek. There is neither bond nor free.
Go ahead.
There is neither male nor female.
There's neither male nor female. Did y'all give me that puberty yet?
Yeah, come.
There's neither male nor female. Now don't get it twisted. It's not what the church has said. That it doesn't matter what you are. What this is saying that the Most High looks at your soul. He doesn't look at us like we look at people. You look at male, female, right? Child. Most High is looking at your soul. What you got?
Puberty. It says
Puberty. Ah.
is the process of physical changes through which a child's body matures into an adult body capable of sexual reproduction. It is initiated by hormonal signals from the brain to the gonads, the ovaries in the girls, and the testes in the boys.
Right.
In response to the signals, the gonads produce hormones that stimulate libido in the growth.
Right. So puberty is you coming of age, right? And all these hormones and things bring your maturity up to the next level. What you got?
I went to etymon.com or etymon online. It says the etymology. It says from Old French, puberte, and directly from Latin, pubertatum, age of maturity, manhood.
It says age of maturity, manhood. Right? Now, when do you become a man in the Bible? Biblically, when do you become a man? 12. You become a man at 12 years old. Read that one more time and then we're going to go to Luke. And then give me that Josephus real quick.
Galatians chapter 3 verse 28.
Go ahead.
There is neither Jew nor Greek.
Uh-huh.
There is neither bond nor free.
Right?
There is neither male nor female.
Right, because the Most High is looking at your spirit. Okay? No, give me that Jeremiah next. Give me that Jeremiah real quick.
Jeremiah?
And then we'll jump over to the age. Give me the other. Where's mine? Oh, I got mine. Never mind. Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 10.
Yeah, go there real quick. You can break that.
Jeremiah chapter 17 verse 10.
Uh-huh.
I, the Lord, search the heart.
So this is already telling you that the Most High, what He's doing, He's not looking at your physical. He's already searching your mind. From the time that you're conceived and you get inside your mother's womb,
Yep.
the Most High is already checking your spirit. He knows your beginning and your end.
Oh.
Go ahead.
I try the reins.
What does He do?
I try the reins.
He's going to see if you're going to be capable enough or accepting to accept this truth, or if you're going to be that seed that falls by the wayside. Go ahead.
Even to give every man
Because what He's doing is He's going to give you what?
even to give every man according to his ways.
He's going to give you according to your ways. That's why He's trying you. That's why He's searching your heart. He's going to search your spirit. Is this brother or sister capable of accepting the truth and becoming an asset? Or is he going to be a vessel of dishonorment, just basically a toilet? That's what he's doing. Go ahead.
And according to the fruit of his doings.
According to the what?
The fruit of his doings.
Because everything that we do is basically weighed upon where our spirit's at. And that's what the Most High wants to see. Are you going to be that one person that causes this other brother to stumble? You know what? I think you are, so I'm going to deal with you early.
And that's what y'all got to understand is that you kids, teenagers, you're the example to your younger brother or sister. They look up to you. They watch you. Just like you watch your dad. If you see your dad doped out, drunk as hell, blunted out, every day he came in, this is how you know they take it for granted. Because there is a lot of parents that do that. Right?
Done.
Y'all are blessed. I know my kids are spoiled as hell. You know what I mean? But imagine if your dad was not there, your mom was not there. You know how many families that got that chaos in their household and it affects the kids? Y'all know they're in school trying to show the hell out. You know what I mean? They're the ones that are into everything. They're the ones smoking weed, 13 years old, 12 years old, having sex, 13, 12 years old, right? Those are them. Why? Because they didn't have a dad or a mother there. Now, I'm not saying all of them that don't got dads or mothers, they're doing those things, because you got the idiots that follow them. You got the idiots that follow them, and they can have moms or dads. So the Most High is looking at he's looking at your spirit. He's looking at your spirit. and how you act, your thoughts. He knows when you go in your room and you start punching the wall, right? Crying and mad because you feel you didn't get enough Roblox time, right? But is that what type of spirit you want on you? So you got to think about these things. So when does this child, this man, become a man, or woman become a woman? Go there. Go to Luke 2, verse 42.
Luke 2, verse 42. And when he was 12 years old, he went up to Jerusalem after the custom of the feast. Verse 43.
Good. When he was what?
Verse 42. And when he was 12 years old,
right,
they went up to Jerusalem,
right,
after the custom of the feast.
So when you became 12, you were going to go up to the priests and you were going to present yourself to those priests after the custom. Not only the custom of the feast, the custom of you becoming a man. Right? And you were supposed to serve the Most High, the firstborn, right? Okay. Back in those days. You would give your firstborn. The Most High wanted all your firstborn. But we know that Yahweh Shai, him being chosen from the womb, right? He knew what he was supposed to do. So you're accountable now. You are accountable. You ain't stupid. You ain't dumb. I'm going to say it again. You got the 12, 13-year-old boy that killed his sister. I think he was like 12 or 13. You put that up there? See if you can find that. I think he was like 12. He was young that killed his sister. How many demons got to be on you to do some of that? Now, where do you think he got it from? TV. You both said it, right? TV. But what had to be in him to do that? Did he grow up when he came out of the belly and you seen those cute little chubby cheeks, right? Did you think, oh, this kid's going to be a murderer? That's why the Most High looks at your spirit. The Most High is not looking at how cute you are. The Most High is not looking at how long hair you got, how beautiful you are. Yeah, go ahead, Mustafa.
Question, because I know some people like to say this child was born evil. Is that possible?
He's not even conscious yet.
Right.
Now, when it says the wicked are estranged from the womb, they go about. Like, you got to gain consciousness, right? You're not talking as a baby. You got to learn that is embedded in you, right? And then as you see them gain their personality, what happens? You start to see certain things, traits, right, within them. Now, a lot of those traits come from the parents, right? Yeah. So, and people around them, right? They get that, their family. So Esau, when he came out of the stomach, was he just the devil right there? Why? He had to do what? Which was the major sin, which was what? He didn't hate his brother. You're a baby. You're not conscious yet to hate your brother. Right? So when the wicked are estranged from the womb, meaning that they're come out of the womb, then you see them grow up into these characters that are evil. Right? Villains. Right? So Esau was the villain. Cain was the villain. Right? Because the things in their spirit. Well, Adam and Eve, what do you think he taught? What do you think he taught his child? He taught him the laws, the commandments. Same thing with Esau and Jacob, right?
Done.
He taught him laws and commandments. Man, Abraham loved Ishmael. Right? You don't think a father loves his firstborn? Yeah. So you teach them the right thing, but his spirit veered some way. 12 years old, this is when you either have to make the decision of where your spirit's going to go. Right? And he's 10. He's 10. He ain't stupid. So 10 years old. He's 10. Yeah, he ain't, bruh. This guy knows exactly what he's doing, why he's doing it. How old is he? 13? You're 6? How old are you? 13? See, they know. But he's on their level. This guy's at 10, knows and can communicate with you and talk to you on a level of a 14, 15-year-old. So he can't he ain't, just because I'm saying that to say, oh yeah, well, it's 12 years old. That's your body. You change, right? But nowadays, man, let's think about it. Nowadays, these kids at a young age. Look at your son. I can look at his eyes and see, how old is he? 6 years old? He's smart. 6. So you see that? The Most High, he's dealing with a spirit in a man. That's why I was saying earlier, it's not about age. But age is what I'm showing them at 12 years old, that you're supposed to understand that the Most High makes you accountable at 12. But you already accountable because you know. Could you read? You know what the commandment says? Because you read. You know what the commandment says. You see? So the Most High is going to deal with them. And the Most High checked them too as kids. So this is not no joke. What you got?
Let's go back up to
Yeah, wait. Yeah. You didn't look over the thing, did you? Go from there. Go to so we're gonna go into Josephus. And page is 149. And I'm just going here. Y'all can just write it down on page 149 to show you it was our custom that at 12 years old, the man child, that's when he was considered a man. Now, if y'all know the story about Samuel, what happened with Samuel? He was promised to the priesthood, right? When he becomes a man, Most High would, his mother would give him to the priesthood, right? What you was going to say?
No, I was going to say it was crazy. I was thinking when I was like 10 and 11, that's when cats would bring like their uncles, like collection, to the schools and stuff like that. But you have a consciousness because it's not like your Shemaiah once age to where it's like you don't know what you're doing.
Right.
You feel your adrenaline rushing like, oh, I know I ain't supposed to be doing this. But
Right.
you do it anyway. You feel your heart start to beat. Or if you go steal a candy, you get that adrenaline rush. That shows that you're well aware that you're doing wrong.
Yep.
So then that's that consciousness in there. Even before I was 12 or 10, 9, cats was doing like a lot of stuff.
At a young age. That's why I said 6 years old. Some of these kids, man, they grow up in environments, man, that the parents make them real sharp. And it'd be a lot of wickedness. Listen, you got your kid, 5, 6 year old smoking blunts. These kids are conscious. You see them on YouTube doing that? They're conscious of what they're doing. Right?
Come on.
Yes, they're following. They are following, yes. But they're conscious that this is a blunt. I'm finna smoke it. They watching me and they all laughing. Right? Now you gain this conscience. You done raised this kid with this higher consciousness, but you fed him demonic spirits and layers of these demons on him. So this is on page 149. It says, so.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, this is section 3.
Uh-huh.
So she came to her husband full of hope and eat her meal with gladness. And when they had returned to their own country, she found herself with child. And they had a son born to them, to whom they gave the name of Samuel, which may be styled one that was asked of the Most High. Mm-hmm. They therefore came to the tabernacle to offer sacrifice for the birth of the child, and brought their tithes with them. But the woman remembered the vow that she had made concerning her son, and delivered him to Eli, dedicating him to the Most High, that he might become a prophet. Accordingly, his hair was suffered to grow long, and his drink was water. So Samuel dwelt and was brought up in the temple. But Elican had other sons by Hanan and 3 daughters. This is verse 4, section 4. Now when Samuel was 12 years old, he began to prophesy. And once he was asleep.
Right. Now, there you go again. It's just reminding us that when he was 12, so you got the age of 12, then you got it goes into the priesthood. It says you had to be you can become a priest at 30. Right? So these age groups to prove and to show yourself to the Most High. That's why you got to understand that you're accountable. You're accountable for what you do. So I know I'm pointing out 12, but some of y'all are conscious beyond 12. None of y'all are playing with G.I. Joes. You know what I mean? Some of these girls, you ain't playing with dolls no more. Right? You trying to chat. You trying to have boyfriends. Right? What things are you talking about? So you got to see these things, man. Go to Deuteronomy 21, verse 18. We got to see that you children, you men-childs are accountable for what you do. And what you feed your mind, like I keep telling my son, what are you feeding your brain with? If it's stupidity and simplicity and foolishness, that's what you're going to be. You're going to be a fool. And it starts at a young age. Yeah.
I was looking for the quote you were talking about, but I found this one that happened in June that he killed his sister over the Wi-Fi password on his Xbox.
Well, how old was he?
He's 16.
16. I think that was it. He killed his sister for the Wi-Fi password. But where do you think he got those demons from? TV. Online. Somebody at school. Some idiot at school that was like, yeah. He pumped a mind state of anger into him. Or because he was already sitting back talking about, I don't like my sister. Right? I don't like my sister. Every time this and this, and they look at her and they put her up, and you got to watch that demon on you, children. Because next you know, you kill your sister, and it don't sound like a mistake.
No, it's basically he was choking her, like, give me the password, and he choked her for too long and killed her. Like, he was that mad.
You see that? So, read this. Read where you at.
Deuteronomy chapter 21, verse 18.
Go ahead.
If a man have a stubborn and rebellious son.
Yeah, or daughter. If a man have a stubborn or rebellious son. See, this is what we're talking about. The age of consent. To consent to what? Knowing that the Most High is going to judge you too. The Most High is going to judge you too. The Most High deals with your spirit too. That's why y'all supposed to be understanding that it got to be more than games. More than video games. More than playing. Right, because everything is latching onto you. Ma Waller, you said it. He got it from TV, right? Yeah. But everything from TV is latching onto you if you let it. Right? You get on the game and you start rapping to these kids over the game. Some of them don't be kids, they be grown-ups. They be trying to talk to you sexually. They be trying to curse at you. Then next you know, you start speaking like that. Right? So these are the things we got to understand, that the Most High says, if you have a what?
If a man have a stubborn and rebellious son,
Uh-huh.
which will not obey the voice of his father,
Oh, just love him. He's a good child. Go ahead.
or the voice of his mother,
Go ahead.
and that when they have chastened them,
Uh-huh.
will not hearken unto them,
Right? And that, listen, you done whooped him. You done whooped him. Right? But he's not listening. You done whooped her and she's not listening. Go ahead.
then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him,
Go ahead.
and bring him out unto the elders of his city,
Uh-huh.
and unto the gate of his place.
Go ahead.
And they shall say unto the elders of his city, this our son is stubborn
Right?
and rebellious. He will not obey our voice.
Right?
He is a glutton and a drunkard.
Right. See, why? Because you see where that goes to? You see what happens when kids are rebellious? When the teenagers are rebellious? What are you going to end up doing with your life? You didn't want discipline from your mom or your father. What are you going to do with your life? Well, what most of your parents did? Smoke weed, get high, drink, have premarital sex, right? And be in a lot of crappy situations. That's what's going to happen. Because nobody was sitting there guiding their mind and showing them, listen, don't touch this. That's wicked. Don't do that. That's evil. Now, your parents got what? Issues. Mental issues. But the problem with the parents and the truth is, or I should say the goodness with the parents and the truth is that they got the solution. They're fixing it. They're making it better. They're changing it. Right? That's why you got parents there. Because if not, they'd be doing what? What would they be doing?
Let's move up together.
Yeah. Like Snoop Dogg. Let's smoke blunts together. And then when he get older, you gotta say to yourself, well, why is he out of his mind? Why doesn't he got a brain to think through his problems or to fix his marital problems or his anxiety? Why? Dang, now he got to take pills for anxiety? Because all you did was give him blunts when he was a kid. Now he's a drunk and a sluggard, right? Go ahead.
Verse 21. And all the men of the city shall stone him with stones.
Well, no. Hug him. Bring him in the house.
All the men of the city shall stone him with stones.
Let's talk to him. Stone him with stones. The Most High is not playing when it comes to this spirit. But that's why we got rebellious. Why do you think you got a nation? You got it. Where did this nation come from? The demonic children. Now, let's go back to the so-called white man. First of all, who got us in captivity? George Washington?
Wow.
Abraham Lincoln?
Wow.
No. They children do. They children got us in captivity. Why? Because they children are getting the benefits and repercussions of the forefathers. Mm-hmm. And you are dealing with the benefits and repercussions of your forefathers. What's that, little man?
1 John chapter 5 verse 3. For this is the love of God that we keep His commandments.
Right.
And His commandments are not grievous.
That's a good scripture, because the word grievous is a lot of problem. A lot of kids take everything grievous, just like a lot of parents. It's grievous, and you know what grievous means?
It's not hard.
Right. Well, we don't supposed to take it grievous, but when you look up the word grievous, it's like you said. It's kind of the opposite. It is hard, right? And that's what happens with a lot of kids. They become rebellious and stubborn by doing what? Thinking everything is hard. Like I tell him, okay, you have 13 hours to play. You have 2 hours maybe, if that, 1 hour to clean up. How much out of your day are you giving to the household and how much are you giving to playing? That's logical, right? So you got to see how selfish you're becoming when you don't want to help. Right? How grievous it is to follow the commandments of the Most High. But there's a lot of kids that do that. A lot of kids that are like that because their mind is not in the right place. They take everything for granted. All those new clothes, school clothes, right? Shoes, right? The food in the house, right? The 360, the iPads, the iPhones. They take that for granted. And that's the problem, is that y'all are not looking at the gift that the Most High has given y'all, which is good parents, because parents nowadays, they ain't really parents. And then you know how you have stepmothers, stepfathers? They're obeying the scriptures. The scripture says what? Be a father to the fatherless. Mm-hmm. So if you got a stepmom or a stepfather, right? Like Shalomaya situation, Shawashana situation, right? They raise all my kids. But one's the stepmother, one's the mother, right? They raise the kids. Right? But they don't look at each other like that. Oh, that's my stepmom.
Yeah, we don't use those words.
Right, we don't use those words. Why? Because that's your mom. Right? So these are the things, man, that the world is not going to tell you, that a lot of brothers and sisters take for granted. A lot of children take for granted. A lot of you teenagers are going to take for granted and live that hard life. I told you, I talked to my son a month back, and his aunt that raised him, first of all, because he didn't want to be with me, which is fine. You know what I mean? He's got it. You're going to feel it then. You don't want to be with your dad, you get to stay with mom. But mom pinned you off on who? On the aunt. Aunt is gone now. He's like, dang, all the things she taught me, I took for granted. Right? But he's now 22. Right? He's like, man, all the things I went through. Right? But you don't have to go through those hard things. All you got to do is see the love and respect that your mother and your father is giving you. Right? Because, yeah, they can beat the hell out of you, which a lot of times you need it. But in the long term, what's gonna benefit you is a mind to understand why they're doing what they're doing. And that's where the parents got to come in. We got to show them the logic of why we're doing what we're doing. How illogical the world is. How the world doesn't have no love. It doesn't have no love. They don't give a damn about you. Especially if you're a little black kid. You know what I mean? And he's beige, but he's the same way. You know what I mean? So go from there. Go to Ecclesiastes 42 and 11. So the Most High said, if you have a stubborn and rebellious son, which shall not obey his voice. Now, we're talking about the daughters too. Don't just think just talking about the sons. Sons or daughters, okay, because you read that. Ecclesiastes 42 and 11. Let me get through these. Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes chapter 42 verse 11. Mm-hmm. Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter.
You see that? Same thing for the daughters. Shameless, she running her mouth, her eyes are twitching, her head is moving. That's why you moms got to watch your damn heads. How it's flicking, how it's moving. You start doing this. You got to watch it, because then your daughter's head start pop locking. Right? And I think Quatazat went over a whole class on that. I don't have to go over that. But remember, this is to a shameless daughter too. A shameless son and a shameless daughter. Right? You have to see why your mother, your father is teaching you and guiding you. And then that's why, I don't want to make this a parents class, but this is why the parents can be reluctant to do their duties. You can't be reluctant to do your duty as a mother, a father, to sit down and teach them and train them and to show them the love. I can't deal with them. I'm just frustrated. You can't do that all the time. You know what I mean? You got to sit down with them and get in their head and show them the wisdom. Man, you can't get through a 10-year-old, a 13-year-old. There's no way. You got to show them the logic behind what the world is. It shows you, man, a lot of parents, they don't know how to come out of themselves and talk and deal with the kids. Mm-hmm. And that's why a lot of times that's a 6-year-old saying con, y'all. That's why a lot of times the parents lash out and do abuse. So there's a difference between abuse and chastisement and whooping them. So this is to the daughters too. Go ahead.
Lest she make thee a laughing stock to thine enemy.
Yeah, and that's the boys and the girls. The girl, they can make you a laughing stock. Oh, that's such and such son. Oh, what's up with him? Oh, he's a weed head. But you ain't gonna make me a laughing stock. I'm gonna put you on blast first. I'm gonna be like, yeah, my son, my daughter, they went off. They ain't about this life. They wicked. I'm gonna let them know from the door. Yeah. When they come around, yeah, they ain't in the truth. You know what I mean? So, then this is what's got to happen, man. Because the Most High is going to do that. Go to Proverbs 30, verse 17. What the Most High say about these kids? Go ahead. Proverbs 30 and 17.
Proverbs chapter 30 and verse 17.
Uh-huh.
The eye that mocketh at his father,
yeah,
and despiseth to obey his mother,
right?
The ravens of the valley shall pick it out.
Okay, read it again. Read it slow so they can understand what you just read.
The eye that mocketh at his father.
He doeth what?
Mocketh at his father.
Yeah, all that murmuring, all that whispering, all that rejecting your parents' wisdom and understanding, you mock them. Go ahead.
And despiseth to obey his mother.
And you just read it again.
The eye that mocketh at his father.
Uh-huh.
And despiseth to obey his mother.
Yeah, you don't want to obey your mother. You're talking about you feel like you're a servant. You are a servant. You are a servant. To be under tutors and governors so they can show you how to live. What's going to happen to this child?
The ravens of the valley shall pick it out.
Yeah, they're going to poke out your damn eyes because you're going to be dead flesh. Most High is not playing. Once again, I'm going to say it again. The Most High is not dealing with age. He's not dealing with your age, your sex, your anatomy. Go to Leviticus 20 verse 9. Come on, let's get through these.
Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 9.
Go ahead.
For everyone that curseth his father or his mother.
Go ahead.
Shall be surely put to death.
The Most High is not going to play. That's the law. Now, your mother or father's not going to take you out and stone you, like in Deuteronomy. Because the Most High is giving your knucklehead butt grace to mess up. And to go through all that pain you want. Because that's what your life is going to be with no wisdom. Pain, suffering, baby mamas, right? Baby daddies, welfare, weed, and 40 ounces. That's what you want to be? You want to be a nigger, don't you? No, I'm sorry. I said it wrong. You want to be a nigger. Because they don't call you niggas. They call you a nigger. Mm-hmm. That's what you want to be. Because that's what you're going to grow up to be. A monkey, a coon, a wetbag. When you don't got this knowledge. When you reject this knowledge, you're going to be sluts and hoes and thoughts. That's what you're going to be when you reject the knowledge of the Most High. So, man, you can either go through the wisdom, discipline, dedication that your parents are putting you through, or go ahead and be a thought or a monkey or the next boy that gets shot with a bag of Skittles and a hoodie. You're going to be that. Because the Most High is not going to play with you. Now that's here. But what is the Most High going to do when he get back? Go to Ezekiel 9 and 4. Let's go here. Just showing y'all, man, that the Most High is looking at the spirit. He's not looking at, he's watching your actions. He's looking at your fruit. The fruit of what you do. So I'm going to say this again. Be careful when you murmur. And you know what murmuring is? Talking up under your tongue. Whispering. Going in your room. Putting your face in your pillow. And cursing your parents out. You're going to bring demons on you, man. You're bringing demons on you. Go ahead. Read that. Ezekiel 9 and 4. Let's get into the meat of this, man. Let's show them what the Most High is. How the Most High has dealt with children. How the Most High God has dealt with the children in the past. Read that.
And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city.
Go ahead.
Through the midst of Jerusalem.
Go ahead.
And set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
Listen, that mark is this word. If you're not listening to your parents, their commandments, this knowledge, then you're not getting the mark of the Most High. You're getting the mark of the beast. If you're not receiving this in your mind, you're not receiving the mark of the Creator, the blood of Yahweh Shai. You're receiving the mark of the beast. And guess what happens when you receive the mark of the beast? You start acting like a beast. You act like an animal. You act like a nigger. Go ahead, read.
Verse 5.
And
to the others,
right?
He said in my hearing.
Go ahead.
Go ye after him.
Read.
Through the city.
Read.
And smite.
And do what?
Smite.
Read.
Let not your eyes spare.
Wait a minute. No. Make sure when it comes to the 6-year-olds and 10-year-olds, right? The ones smoking the blunts, little demons, killing their parents, killing their sisters, having sex, right? At 10, 13 years old. Them, fly over them, man. Let them skip it because they got a chance. Right?
Let not your eyes spare.
Read.
Neither have ye pity.
What?
Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity.
When the white man came into America, right? And he went to the islands, did he give a damn about what age those children were? When Christ come back, you think he's going to look at you and be like, oh, well, you know what? He's a demon, but you know what? We can reform him. Yeah. You know how we going to reform you? He's going to chop your damn head off. Damn. It doesn't matter age. Watch, read. Come on.
Slay utterly old and young.
Wait a minute. Well, not the young. Not my Jesus. He ain't a baby killer. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. You know how many babies die daily? What the hell is y'all problem? Most High's not playing. It's not funny. You know how many babies die daily? It's not a joke. What?
I know a girl, her parents' church, and lady caught the Holy Ghost and fell on the seat and smushed the baby's head and killed the baby in church. At Houston. It was like less than 1 year old, I think. It was an infant.
The Most High is not playing. He's looking at your soul. That's why I said he don't mess around when it comes to age. He don't mess around when it comes to physical appearance or how you look. The Most High is looking at your spirit. So what the hell are you doing at 1 year old? I'm going to ask like the apostles asked. Who did sin? This man or his father and his mother? Right?
Come.
You're dealing with a power that doesn't joke. That's why he said you're supposed to have the fear of the Lord. Forget the boogeyman. Fear the Creator. Come on.
Both maids and little children.
Maids. You know what a maid is? A virgin. A young woman. Most I don't care about that. When they went through the island of Hispaniola, You know what the hell they were doing to the maids and little children? Cutting off their heads, chopping them in half, burning them, feeding them to the dogs.
Yeah, the pregnant women slash open their belly, bash it against the tree, feed it to a bull mastiff.
But who did that? Who? That's why he said in Ezekiel, don't spare, don't... Listen, when you go through, don't spare. Slay utterly old and young, because you're either going to cry out for righteousness, or you're going to want to live like these demons here in America. That's why the people don't want to really mess with this Bible, because it's so real. It ain't that comic book version where he just come through and he let everything pass. No, he said maids and little children. But it's not easy or foreign. Just look at the news. If you believe in the Most High, just look at the news. Damn, 16-year-olds getting kidnapped, raped, murdered, dumped in a ditch. Why? Because they're idiots and they met Joe dummy online. You thought he was a kid, but it was a grown-ass man you met up with. You see that? This is how serious it is. And a lot of our kids don't see it. They don't see it. That's why, man, you got to detach. I detach from everything, man. I love my kids, but I know, bruh, the Most High can take them away any second. Now what he was saying about Job and his kids. Most High wiped them off the face of the damn earth. He ain't playing with them. He ain't playing with you. You know what I mean? And he don't have to kill you. How about he just keep you peeing in the bag for the rest of your life and have you live? Jeremiah 18 and 21. Y'all got to see, man, that what type of God, what type of power we're dealing with. Jeremiah 18:21. Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 18, verse 21. Therefore, deliver up their children to the famine.
Deliver up their what?
Their children to the famine.
Y'all better go look at Ethiopia. See these big head Ethiopians with bellies popping out, flying. It's like all their senses and everything. You got like 50 flies right on his mouth, and he ain't doing nothing about it. Why? Because the Most High is not playing, and those are babies. Those are babies. Go ahead.
And pour out their blood by the force of the sword.
Go ahead.
And let their wives be bereaved of their children.
Yeah, you see what the Most High was doing to Israelites? What do you think is going to happen here in America? Same thing. Same thing, man. Now, y'all might be young when he come back, or you might be old. But if you get older and you start having dumbass kids like you want to be dumb, then what's going to happen? Your kids are going to suffer that pain. You don't got to go through that. The Most High is giving you a gift. He is giving you the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding for you don't have to be tormented with the things you've been battling in life. The things you're going to battle. That is, you're going to come up against in life. Because y'all ain't got no problems right now. What's your biggest problems? You don't get to stay up when you want to? Huh? That's your biggest problem?
Yeah, to turn the Xbox off, the PlayStation off.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Mon Waller, it's 2:30 now. You got to turn that off now. That's his biggest problem in life. Right? But that's his problem. You know what I mean? Hey, take out the trash. Not saying he does that. I'm just saying that's his biggest problem. Mm-hmm. Oh, it gets worse. Mm-hmm. And it gets worse based off the wisdom and knowledge and understanding that you have up here. And how to deal with life. The mental issues that life comes with. So, read on. Come on.
Let their wives be bereaved of their children.
Read.
And be widows.
Right.
And let their men be put to death.
Read.
Let their young men be slain by the sword in battle.
Yeah, the Most High was killing children, virgins, young men, babies. This is what the power of the Bible does when the wicked, when these children are wicked. It's serious, ain't it? Most High is not a joke, man. Go to Jeremiah 49:26. Come on.
Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 26.
Go ahead.
Therefore, her young men shall fall in her street.
Yeah, listen. These young black men that are constantly murdered. This is by the will of the Most High. Why? Because most of them are animals. I know. Y'all can't believe it's coming out of my mouth. Y'all don't understand. Most of these kids are animals. They're animals, man. They ain't got no rules. So who did the Most High send for the animal? The devil. You're being trained how to deal in this society. So you won't go out there, talk wrong to the wrong person, to a police officer, or just to anybody, and get in a fight and get shanked in school. Or get shot by a police officer. I told my son he knows martial arts. But at the same time, I said, man, you got to watch when you get in a fight. Because nowadays, I said, don't let nobody know you know martial arts. Because they come with a blade like, yeah, you got to watch out, he know martial arts. You finna get in a fight with one guy and the other guy just hit you from the back. And you're 10, 13. Well, I thought he was going to beat me up so bad. You see that? We're giving you wisdom to be able to go through this kingdom in this society. The Most High say you're in the midst of a wicked and perverse generation. It's wicked. So how are you going to survive? How are you young black men, young Israelite men, how are you going to survive if it's not with wisdom? You're going to end up like the Most High did all the wicked children and parents in the past, dead. You're going to die right here in this Babylon. Go ahead, read that.
And all the men of war shall be cut off in that day.
Right.
Said the Lord of hosts.
Right. Go to Lamentation 1 and 15. The Most High don't care if you're a young man. 16, 17, 15, 14. Then we can go to the one you wanted. Read that. Lamentations 2:21.
Lamentations chapter 2, verse 21.
Go ahead.
The young and the old lie on the ground in the street.
Go ahead.
My virgins and my young men are fallen by the sword.
You see that? My virgins and young men. That's why a lot of these girls, you start shaking your head, getting an attitude. Most High's like, for some reason I feel it's worse for the girls. They get done. I mean, the women get done dirty. These girls, why do you think these women have so much problems? Because at a young age, they get tossed and twisted. We talk about kids having sex 10, 13 years old. Those are the girls. Yeah, the boys are affected on a level because they don't supposed to be doing that at that age, right? But those girls, it tears them up. It rips them up. Because now they don't know their whole life how to understand what love is, what a good man is, when to lay down with a man. And that goes into many different levels. So yeah, young men and virgins. Go ahead.
Thou hast slain them in the day of thy anger.
What?
Thou hast slain them in the day of thy anger.
You know, we told y'all last week about we're talking about someone else in another class, but was it Bartholomew de la Casa, that book? When they were burning, they went in, burnt the kids, feeding them to dogs, how they did the babies, everything that Ariel was just saying, it's right here. It's right here in the scriptures. The Most High is showing us that this is what happens to the young. He doesn't care about age, or else the Most High would have saved all them. They died. Y'all see this? So why are we disciplining? Why are we teaching y'all? To prevent y'all from going through this suffering and pain. Because you might live, Yahweh Shai might come back next week. Well, what type of spirit you got on you? You ain't going to get in because your dad. You ain't going to get in because your mom. I'm going to show y'all that. Because I know I said it earlier. You ain't going to get in, oh, my dad's righteous. If that's the case, then look at all these kids that was dying. Right? Go ahead, read that again.
The young and the old lie on the ground in the street. My virgins and my young men are fallen by the sword.
Go ahead.
Thou hast slain them in the day of thine anger. Thou hast killed and not pitied.
Yeah, because the Most High ain't pitying the wicked. The Most High is not going to pity the wicked. Go to Nahum 3 verse 10. Nahum 3 verse 10. Nahum 3 and 10. Use that table of contents. You're supposed to know this, Marwalla. Nahum 3 and 10. Come on.
Nahum chapter 3 verse 10.
Go ahead.
Yet was she carried away. She went into captivity.
Talking about Israel. Go ahead.
Her young children also were dashed in pieces at the top of all the streets.
Are y'all listening? The kids were what?
Her young children.
Right, wait a minute. But God loves the babies. He loves the babies and toddlers. They all make it in. Right? Those ones smoking blunts and drinking 40s, the Most High is going to destroy them. You're talking about what the king of terrors, man. That's why I step back. I'll be like, bro, if you don't get it from me, you're going to get it from the Most High. I think about that all the time with my kids. It's like, dang, this is real. They were dashed to pieces, children. Go ahead.
And they cast lots for her honorable men.
Wait a minute. They cast lots for the men. Go ahead.
And all her great men were bound in chains.
Read.
Thou also shalt be drunken.
Right, that's it on that. What you got? Where you at?
That was 1 Corinthians 5 and 5.
1 Corinthians 5 and 5.
1 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 5. To deliver such a one unto Satan.
So the Most High, why is he destroying these young men and these young girls? Go ahead.
For the destruction of the flesh, that the spirit may be saved in the day of the Lord Yahweh Shai.
Because it's better that you dwell with the Most High and remove that flesh from offending, causing other people to offend. So your body's gonna get delivered unto Satan, so that spirit can go back to the Most High where it belongs. Yeah,
that means that you're gonna be destroyed.
Done.
See, that's why you have to understand how serious this is. What you're dealing with. You weren't born into wickedness. And then, like even my kids, they were born in the truth. So they don't got no excuse. They didn't catch me lighting up a blunt. They didn't catch me damn beating their mom. They didn't catch me smoking cigarettes. They don't catch me every day coming in the house popping a beer because I got to be drunk to survive. They ain't catch that. So how much more are they going to suffer for what they know? They know better. They lived it. For them to turn back? See? Go ahead. Go from there. Go to Jeremiah 31. I want to get the rest of these out real quick. Jeremiah 31:29.
Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 29.
Yeah, a few minutes left. Go ahead.
In those days they shall say no more. The fathers have eaten a sour grape.
Right.
And the children's teeth are set on edge.
That means that the father is not going to put his sins on the kids. Read.
But everyone shall die for his own iniquity.
Right. Everyone and the kids are going to pay for their own sins. Everyone is going to die for their own iniquity. I can't save you. You can't save me. I can't save my kids. You can only tell them. It's just like a brother and sister in Christ. Could you save them? You can teach them. You can warn them. Right? You can verbally chastise them. That's the most they get. Other than that, you can't do nothing. Because it's up to them. They got to get it on their own. So when the Most High talks about he's dealing with the punishment he's given to Israelites and the children and all these millions of kids that have been murdered and kidnapped, right? Burnt up, hanged on trees. Well, I mean, if you want to go through the history of slavery all the way up to now, yeah, back in the days it was on the father and the parents. But that's changed after a time. He's saying not no more. You're going to have to deal with it. So you better stand up. You better choke it up. Understand your G.I. Joe days are over. Voltron days are over. Right? Or whatever toys y'all playing with. It's over. You know what I mean? So my son said to me, he said, which was real. You know what I mean? I kind of liked it. He said, well, what about being a kid? He said, what is being a kid? And I said, you're right. I said, and I want you to have fun. I want you to do kid things. But you got to understand, it's beyond just playing. You as a kid, if I let you play video games all day, what would you do? He said, just play video games all day. I said, if I say you didn't have to brush your teeth and play video games all day, if we didn't warn you on brushing your teeth, what would you do? He said, probably just play video games all day. I said, we supposed to let you? I said, you think that's a good parent? He said, no. I said, exactly. We know what's best. It's not going to be, I was like, yes, you get to play. I want you to do all the things that have fun. But there's a time for all things. There's a time to play. There's a time to have fun. You got to feed your mind too. How are we going to be wise and understanding if we don't start at this young age? We got to stop starting when they 20 or 30.
Right.
You got grown 30-year-old men that don't know how to deal with life. So you kids supposed to understand it starts now. Train up a child in the way he shall go. Shemaiwan is learning how to pray, right? How to salute, right? How to follow the commands. But their mother's got to what? They got to keep doing it when I'm not around. They got to keep doing it when I'm not around. Because if you only pray with dad, then it's going to be like, well, I ain't got to worry about it. Do it with mom. If you only are corrected with wisdom when dad is there, then it's like, well, I don't have to respect mom. Mom gains the respect by being able to speak with wisdom and understanding as the father. Y'all see that? Goes into another class about working together in unity. But it has to be that. It can't be you running from your job. And you saying, well, I don't want to do that. They only listen to you. It's not how it's supposed to be. They're supposed to listen to both of us. We're a team. Y'all see that? Yeah. So this is how it has to be done, man. Or else we might as well just give up. We might as well just give up on our kids. Let the white man adopt you. You know what I mean? Give you up for adoption. Let you be adopted by a transvestable. We're gonna let you be adopted by a transvestable and whatever the hell else they got out there. That's what we're gonna do. Just give you up. Here, listen. You wanna go do what you want? Go be adopted by the white man. Then what happens? He starts trying to touch your booty hole. Then what? Yeah, you rethink life, right? Everybody say, what the? Exactly, because that's how real it is. Because listen, that's the love that your parents have. They have the true love to be able to deal with you right. Do you know how many parents are molesting their own kids? I know. Y'all like, what? Yeah, they're out there. They don't understand that. Dopehead parents, drugged out parents, they don't get it. You cannot take this wisdom and knowledge, the word, for granted. Where we at?
Jeremiah chapter 31 and verse 30. Second precept.
Go ahead, read it 30 again. Go ahead.
But every one shall die for his own iniquity. Every man that eateth the sour grape, his teeth shall be set on edge.
That means that if you have done the bitterness and pain and the sour things, then you're going to deal with that. The Most High is saying you're going to deal with your repercussions. Just like the parents have to. We got to deal with it. So, what did he tell the parents? What did he tell the children of Israel? Tell them whether they will hear or forbear. So we got to tell y'all. Go to Deuteronomy 24, verse 16.
Deuteronomy chapter 24, verse 16.
Go ahead.
The father shall not be put to death for the children.
There you go. You see that? The father's not going to be put to death for the children. They don't work like that. You stab, you choke your sister out. Guess what? What do they do now to those kids? That kid choked his sister out. Is probably going to get life in prison. But that's easy. Back in the days, what happens? Oh, you get brought out, get his little eyes popped out with a rock. Imagine getting stoned with rocks. Your little body ripping apart with a stone. Most High is not a game. The Most High, this Bible, the Word, life is not a game. Yeah, because you think that kid is a game? That kid that killed his sister is a game? Hell no, he's going to be raised in prison and probably raped all the way through. Because that's what they do in jail. They're going to put him in little people's jail, right? Then they're going to do what? He's going to be a teenager in the teenage jails.
I had a friend, he robbed somebody when he was 16. They held him when he was 17 and put him in TDC, Texas Department of Corrections prison. They waited until he was 6. They had him in Harris County Jail until he would turn 17 so they could try him as an adult. And he did 5 years in prison at 17. So they don't even do that. It's no good. Nah. 16, they try to use an adult.
16.
Damn, are y'all serious? Holy crap.
That's what happened to
So if you're a short 17-year-old, you can look. You said it's over.
Socks.
the ones that were in New York, 5 guys that went to jail for no reason.
Right.
They was all in prison. They was in real prison.
Oh, Central Park.
Yeah, Central Park.
I still haven't watched that on Netflix.
Yeah, it was like one of them that went to juvenile, but the rest of them, they went to straight prison.
Wow.
One of them, I think he was getting.
Yeah, he was
small.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's what happens. Your manhood get took. So you know, that's why y'all got to stop. You know one thing about our children from our generation, these Israelite kids, or what we call suburban Israelites. There's a lot of suburban Israelites that is raising their kids way different than they were raised. And you're giving them a lot more. And now they're being raised like little white boys. And instead of appreciating what they had, they're going to try to be the rebel at school. Right? And instead of saying, nah, the Most High is giving me something good. You need to sit down and talk to the kids, man, that don't got a daddy. Mama's a dope head. Right? So they got to be raised by their auntie or grandma. You guys got to understand, man, what the gift that is Most High is giving y'all. Where we at? Let's finish this up.
Deuteronomy chapter 24, verse 16.
Go ahead.
The father shall not be put to death for the children. Neither shall the children be put to death for the fathers.
Right.
Every man shall be put to death for his own sin.
Go to 2nd Ezra 5 and 8. You're going to be put to death for your own sins. I know, man. I know. Y'all like, damn, this is like a grown-up class. But listen, you got to talk to, listen, our kids ain't stupid, man. Go get you an apocrypha, bro. Is that one open right there in the top? Good one right there. You got to see. Y'all got to see this, man. That you're going to be put to death for your sins. Let's finish these last scriptures. 2nd Ezra 5 verse 8.
2nd Ezra chapter 5 verse 8.
Come on.
There shall be a confusion also in many places.
Go ahead.
And the fire shall be off, sent out again.
Now this is talking about the last times, the last days. Go ahead.
And the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters.
Right. And menstruous woman shall bring forth monsters. That's what we got now. There's a lot of monsters. They're not kids. A lot of these badass kids need to be put down. It's sad to say, but a lot of them, and once again, I'm going to say it, 12, 13, all the way up to 16, 17. Just watch them. We watch them in the mall. All the time, man. Young girls. Right? With 30-year-old breasts with no bra on. Mm-hmm. They got their boobs all out. Right? Young girls. The boys walking around trying to get at these young girls. Right? For what? What you gonna do? You ready to have a baby? Or you ready to give her a baby so she can have an abortion at 14 and 15? You're not thinking. You're not thinking, man. Those are menstruous women shall give, what does it say? Shall bring forth monsters. You got a lot of Israelite kids, the truth is, are monsters. I know, I sound like the KKK right now. But I'm going to tell you like this. There's a lot of our children that act like demons and monsters. And instead of you, that's why the Most High said, beat them. Beat them. Whoop them. So you're going to get whooped. You're going to get punished. You're going to get your iPad taken away. Ooh, dangerous, huh? You're going to get your cell phone taken away. You know what I mean? But it's all for your betterment. You know what I mean? There was none of that back in the days. There was, you're not going out and you get beat. That was it. Now we gotta start deducting the list. No iPad, no iPhone, can't get on the computer. Nope. Now it's like, okay, you took the iPad, you took the iPhone, can't get on the computer, but could I just watch Netflix? It's like, damn, now we got to take the Netflix for it's like, what the hell? Right? You're back in 1912 where you just go outside and poke on the ground at the dirt with some sticks and talk to your damn self about how your day could have been. Right? 1990. The Most High said it would bring forth monsters. Go from there. Go to Isaiah 51 and 20. That's the reality of it. The reality of this is, man, do you want to be part of those monsters that he just spoke about? And what are these monsters doing? Ask yourself. You're like, well, they're just kids. No! They're monsters! That's why the white man puts them down. Shoots him in the damn middle of the street. He's like, no, that ain't no damn kid. That's a grown-ass nigger. Let's put him down, Bob. He doesn't deserve to live. Chad, you got your gun?
Sure.
Yeah, bruh. Put the nigger down. But he's slow. He's a slow, dead nigger now. They're monsters. Smoking blunts, whoring out young women, running trains on these young women. You think the Most High, oh, come in, my child, just because you're 13 and 14? Man. Y'all don't understand. But you will if you keep being rebellious. Read that, Isaiah 51 and 20.
Isaiah chapter 51 verse 20.
Go ahead.
Thy sons have fainted.
They're what?
Thy sons have fainted.
And that's not like a blonde woman. He's saying you fainted, meaning you're weak. Huh? You're weak. Our children are weak out there, man. They ain't got no leadership. They ain't got no real mothers or fathers. That's why don't be afraid to... I hear it all the time. You got a lot of those brothers. Oh, I ain't get with no woman that got a man. That got kids. The scriptures say be a father to the fatherless. Father to the fatherless. The widows need help. You can't just be like, because she got kids. Those are children of Israel. Those are Israelites. If you have the wisdom to guide them, the knowledge and understanding to guide them, guide them.
Yeah.
But that's the mind state. Nah, I got to get mine. I'm worried about me. Now, it's not a commandment, but the commandment is be a father to what?
The fatherless.
Go ahead, read it again.
Thy sons have fainted.
Yeah, why are they monsters? Because they're withering. They're diminished. Yeah, they strong. You got a lot of them still strong out there. Bucks, 16-year-olds, 7'2", right? Mm-hmm. But getting shot down like they were 1'1". It doesn't matter. We meet them all the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes we meet smart ones in the mall from other countries. Like we met that one kid, he was from Iceland. I never met a black kid from Iceland. Had his pants up, already graduating in college. He had a brain. Threw something out there how he thought about women. He was like, no, I'm not into that. This cat was about 20 from Iceland. I was like, wow. Barakataya Hawa. You see that? But that's what our kids need to be. So hanging around with dummies and idiots and weed heads, that's what the hell you're going to be when you grow up? A junkie? Because that's what you're hanging around with. Dumbass niggas that just don't know how to think. Y'all got to understand what you're doing. It says they fainted. Go ahead.
They lie at the head of all the streets.
They ain't doing nothing. They ain't doing nothing. They're walking around the mall and the head of the streets. They're on the block selling dope. So why the hell would you not think the white man hate us? And he got to shoot you down in the street, and he don't treat you like a regular child. Because you ain't acting like one. You're acting like a damn monster. You guys got to watch that new Netflix. It's called American Son. Yeah, y'all ain't see it? Gotta watch that one. Edomite dad, Judite mother, but they go through it's good. Because it shows you how everybody thinks. How Americans think. Not us. We looking at them like, damn, now I see why I needed the Bible. But they are Judite mom, American Edomite father, that's a FBI agent. So, man, I was like, it really had me. I was like, wow. But I don't want to give it away. I don't want to give it away. It's so good at the end, but I'll put it like this. Watch it. Watch it with your kids. Because you start to see the logic of how the white man think about you. And the kid was a Edomite. But you know, they don't think like that. But it was showing how even that white father will feel about that black son. It's crazy, man. But that's how they think about us. That's how the cops think about us. Because you act like a monster. Go ahead.
They are full of the fury of the Lord.
Yeah, they're full. The fury of the Lord is meaning you're angry. You angry at God. They are the monsters. Because they don't got no wisdom. They don't got no understanding. They don't got no knowledge. So they're just angry. I'm here. I ain't got no money. My mom is this. My dad is gone. And they're just angry. But what are you Israelite kids angry about? Oh, your dad's there wanting to talk to you and deal with you? That's what you angry about? Your mom's there, she's there all the time making sure the food and clothes and house and all these things? That's why I said you're spoiled. You the dumbest ones. Because you got everything. Adam and Eve syndrome. You got everything and you want to mess that up.
Wow. Yeah, that's horrible.
You got everything, want to mess it up. You rather be out there being a whore or a hooker, right? Or a drug dealer. Go ahead.
The rebuke of thy power.
Right. This is what is become of Israel. That's why he said they're monsters. Go to 2nd Ezra 8:28.
2nd Ezra chapter 8, verse 28.
Go ahead.
Think not upon those that have walked vainly before thee.
Right, and that's what we pray, right?
John.
This is what we pray. Yahweh, please have mercy on our kids. Right? Have mercy on the wicked. Have mercy on the ones that fell off and doing wrong. Go ahead.
But remember them.
But what?
Remember them.
Read.
Which according to thy will have known thy fear.
Yeah. Remember the ones with the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and the ones that keep the laws. Go ahead.
Let it not be thy will to destroy them, which have lived like beasts.
And that's what the kids are now.
Damn.
We know the parents are there too.
Yeah.
Majority of the problems is because of parents. But you don't got that problem in being an Israelite. You don't got that problem in your household. Now, it's not perfect, but what you don't got is neglect. You don't got neglect. You don't got parents that's so caught up into their own that they're not really to deal with your spirit and deal with your mind, deal with your thoughts. Yeah, they got to work. They're in captivity. Yeah, they got to work and do the will of the Most High. That's for you. But the beasts supposed to be the ones that don't got the knowledge, that don't have the wisdom.
Nobody feeding them.
Huh?
Nobody feeding them.
Yeah, they don't got nobody feeding them. They don't got nobody there for them. Right? When we go over the woman scriptures, we always pull the scripture on the ostrich. Mm-hmm. That how the Israelite women are like the ostrich. They don't take care of their kids.
Right. She'll forget where she laid her eggs.
Yeah.
Crush them. She'll see a line in the road.
Yeah.
Put her head down.
But that's not the Israelite women in the truth. They take care of you. Mm-hmm. You see? So these beasts are not supposed to be the ones with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You children, you kids can't take this for granted. Go ahead. Read down.
Which have lived like beasts, but to look upon them that have clearly taught thy law.
Uh-huh.
Take thou no indignation at them which are deemed worse than beasts.
Right, you see that? And he's praying for them. But why are they deemed worse than beasts? Why? Why? Why are they worse than beasts? And why do a lot of kids that deal with the Bible become worse than the ones without the Bible? Because you trying to do everything opposite of the will of the Most High, and you become worse than the ones out there. They call them the preacher's wife.
The preacher's kid.
The preacher's kids, excuse me. Yeah, the preacher's kids. Yeah, they become worse. Why? Because, they were shut in and I couldn't do a lot of things. You couldn't do what? I want you to do everything you want to do in righteousness. Oh, but because we don't want you to smoke weed, get high, be a faggot, a lesbian, a drug dealer, a dope head. You're an idiot if you want to do those things. Because look at the idiots out there. What are they doing? How wise are they? Where does that taking them? Y'all got to understand this, man. Let's finish it up. Go to Romans 12. Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes 12 and 9.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 9.
Read verse 7.
Verse 7. Then shall the dust return to the earth.
I'm sorry, my bad. Ecclesiastes 11, verse 7.
Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verse 7.
Go ahead.
Truly the light is sweet, and a pleasant thing is it for the eyes to behold the sun.
Go ahead.
But if a man live many years and rejoice in them all, yet let him remember the days of darkness.
Yeah, see, this is what you as a child is supposed to understand. You're supposed to be looking at the light and the good things you got in life. The blessings, the goodness. Not taking things for granted. Because darkness is coming. You're going to be tried in your life. You're going to be tried. And you got to stand up. And you got to face your demons. Go ahead.
For they shall be many.
Read.
All that cometh is vanity.
Read.
Rejoice.
It says all that cometh is vanity. So you know what he's saying? He's saying, listen, those dark days are going to come. And a lot of it's just vanity. Right? America's going to tell you, keep chasing the wrong dream. Money, cars, cash, clothes, and thoughts.
Done.
Right? That's all they're going to tell you. And that's all life is to the white man. That's all life is to America. But your soul, they're not caring about that. Right? They're not caring about what your soul is given to. Read.
Rejoice, O young man.
Or young woman. Go ahead.
In thy youth.
Read.
And let thy heart cheer thee in the days of thy youth.
Yeah, like I said, yeah, we want you to have fun. Yeah, we want you to be cheerful. Yeah. We want you to be good. And love to do things. Right? You know, our talk was about him playing the guitar. He wants to play the guitar like Chad. Okay, let's do the guitar. We don't got guitar money. Let's do guitar lessons online. So he's learning the guitar. He's learning how to love other things. That's fine. But what is his first love? It's supposed to be what? The knowledge, the truth.
Yeah.
Right? And everything else got to fall in place. So it's nothing wrong to have things that you love, you like to do. But you got to have your first love.
Because when you fall away from your first love, when you read in Revelations, that's when the Most High has a problem with you. Mm-hmm. He says, I have aught with thee because you have fell away from your first love. If you stay connected with your first love, you can do anything. Philippians 4 and 13 says you can do all things through Yahweh who strengthens you, right? But how are you consistently getting strong? By staying rooted in His word.
Right.
Right?
Yep. Read.
And walk in the ways of thine heart. Mm-hmm. And in the sight of thine eyes.
Go ahead.
But know thou that for all these things the Most High will bring thee into judgment.
See? Y'all understand that, children? That it doesn't matter your age. You can play video games all you want. But know this, the Most High is going to bring you into judgment. You can play video games when you're at home, but act like a demon behind our back. The Most High is going to bring you into judgment. You know what I mean? When you lie, when you're deceptive, when you're corrupt, you're going to be brought into judgment. Go ahead.
Therefore, remove sorrow from thy heart.
Read.
And put away evil from thy flesh.
Do what?
Put away evil from thy flesh.
Go ahead.
For childhood and youth are vanity.
They're what?
Vanity.
Read. Don't read. 12 and 1.
Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth.
You see that? They split them up like that, but you see how it goes right together? It says, remember your Creator now.
That's right.
You don't got to be drugged up, dope head, HPV, HIV. Then you want to what? You know, I found Jesus. I'm 40, decrepit, broke down, drugged out. And then I remember back 40 years ago, my dad and my mom was giving me the truth. It's like, you got to go through the beat down to come all the way back 40 years later, man. Yeah, they told me the truth. You don't got to do that. Go ahead.
While the evil days come not.
While the what?
While the evil days come not.
Yeah, because punishment in the days that you're going to have to deal with to stand before the Most High, the days you're going to have to deal with when times get worse. When the times get worse, guess what all these wicked people are going to have to survive? No logic, no wisdom, no faith, no strength. They're not going to have none of that. Go ahead. Come on.
When thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
Right. So, do y'all got any questions on that? Anybody? Nah? Okay, it is that time. Y'all gotta go. Go ahead and go. Do we have anything online? No? Okay. Alright, y'all know the deal, man. We're gonna be here Thursday. We answer questions. We're gonna do that Friday. So look out for that. And we thank y'all for tuning in. Listen. We gotta get them with one of these. That way they can go ahead and these kids, our teenagers. There's a lot of them. It's time for them to start seeing they have to face the consequences of what they're doing. So we had to give this one to them, and I know that helped y'all brothers and sisters out also. And maybe the next one we can go into depth a little bit more about them. I know Tahawam went over it. He went over it from a parent's perspective, right? Did y'all see that one yet? It was a parent's perspective on what they're doing to affect the kids, right? So we got to go from one, how to basically deal with them, maybe, in a different perspective. But this is all the work of the Most High. We got a nation to build. So it can't just be all about the white man. It got to be about our nation, the issues, the things we're battling in this life. And this is one of them. We got to get our kids in order. All right. So with that, let's say shalom to them, y'all. Shalom. We'll see y'all Thursday. All right. Did you stop it? You sure? Okay. All right.
Did you push it?